Hey guys, DC here, and this is my review of Dear Reader for the Apple Arcade on Apple TV. Alright, so the game is getting loaded up here. The developers of the game describe it as a puzzle game, so let's see here. And it says it's a game of literary wordplay. I'm gonna go to New Game. Okay, so it's set up as you kind of reading a book, an actual book it looks like. Little notification from the editors. So Pride and Prejudice looks to be like the intro book here. Chapter 1 of 50, A Truth Universally Acknowledged, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Okay, so we're going to begin. And this is a tutorial on fill. We select the missing word below to fill in the blank. So that's the objective for fill. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so what I'm doing is selecting the word that's gonna best, finish the sentence. It is a truth universally acknowledged that blank, single man, and blank of a good. And my two options there are A and possession. So it's going to be A, that a single man in possession of a good. So I'm just trying to figure out how to just navigate. Okay, so that's what I selected. Fortune, comma, blank, be blank, want blank a wife. I would say must be in want of a wife. So must will go first, must be, then in, and then want of a wife. So must is gonna go first here. To kind of just make sure my controller is kind of working here. So I'll put must there. So yeah, this is sort of like a puzzle because it's giving you kind of words and you have to put the puzzle together to make sure the sentence reads correctly or the paragraph reads right. So so I think we're going to go to the next chapter here. So chapter 2 of 50, New Man in Town. Same book. We're going to begin, so we're still doing fill here. My dear Mr. Bennet said his lady to him, one blank, have you heard that Netherfield Park blank let at last, Mr. That's it. So one day, have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at last? So that's simple. Tap here if you need a hint. Each one will cost you 5 ink. Okay. So I guess you need ink for your hints. Bennett probably replied that he had not for Mrs. Long. So yeah, that makes sense there. Because there's an actual name there, Mrs. Long, so it's capitalized. So yeah, this is a really I guess calming game. We're just kind of finding the words that should kind of be placed into the sentence to finish the paragraph. So I've reviewed in the past a game called Word Laces, and again, not the same sort of setup. Word Laces is described as more of a word game. This is more so puzzle, but obviously you're dealing with words. But again, I would say they're both sort of very relaxing games. You're using context. There's clues to kind of either come up with a word, find a word, or place the word kind of within the sentence. So, I see a lot of comparison. And again, let me know if you see the same thing, but I see a lot of comparison between Dear Reader and Word Laces. I feel like, and again, I have a reward here, new wordplay. Okay, so I've been pretty good here. I'm 2 of 2 for my rewards. I think I'm perfect on my rating for the ink. Okay, what is her name is chapter 3 here. But what I was getting into, okay, it looks like we have a new tutorial here, or a new sort of gameplay. It's called Rearrange. And before I do that, I think I open up the menu here and just kind of moving around the menu a little bit. Looks like, we can modify the music, the sound effects, feedback. Gives you a few different kind of options to kind of change the settings. But what I was saying is, I think that Dear Reader and which we're playing right now, and Word Laces, I feel like it's the same sort of player. Would enjoy both these games. So I have to choose each sort of string of letters to replace, which one should be replacing. So ready for new should be come before kind of wordplay, essentially there. So that's the example. So now I'm taking kind of a piece of a sentence and kind of rearranging it within the paragraph. So this is also a really good game to maybe play with your kids, play with a younger child who's maybe just getting into video games, but you still want to be able to educate at the same time. So this is a kind of fun way to maybe help with increasing reading comprehension, sentence structure, things like that. So this is a game that's also very educational. So I think that this may be good for a lot of parents. Play this with your child, and you'd be good to go. Maybe 2 birds with 1 stone. The video games which the kids like, but you're also kind of reinforcing the education and reading. That's required for the foundation for all of us. Is reading comprehension, logic, things like that. With education and academics, the foundation is just reading comprehension. If you don't have the reading comprehension, you can't do anything. You can't, obviously you can't read, but you're not going to be able to do science, mathematics, psychology, English, whatever it may be, whatever the subject is. If reading comprehension is not there, then nothing else is going to come into play. Nothing else is going to be able to be developed. So this is a great foundational sort of game that you can have with your kids. And also just sharpen up yourself, So I'm replacing the sentences here, or not the sentences, but just the words and kind of pieces of sentences. But that's pretty much my review on this game. Not really my style, to be honest with you, but every game that I review is not going to be necessarily a game that I love, or a game that I play constantly. I'm just really trying to expand kind of the games that I review and kind of what I bring to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, you can't win if you don't play.